Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It is SimplyGigie here, and today is the part 2 of my Fenty series, and I'm just as excited as when I got these yesterday. So yesterday we went in depth on the bronzers and the shade Drama Class of the blush. And just a couple of tips and tricks on how to wear them. Today I'm going to show you how versatile these products are by using this blush all over your face. All over it. So if you'd like to see how I achieved this look, please take a look. So I got my foundation, my concealer, my reverse contour, and my brows already pre-started. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my Fenty Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer in the color Chocolate. And I'm going to saturate my brush, put the excess on my hand where I could grab more if I would like, and start with a stippling motion. If you'd like to understand why I use this method in particular, I'd recommend going to my previous video, which I'm going to also put on the end screen, and it's just going to explain to you this method and why I think it's the best for your cream bronzer. Now, I do want to let you know this is the second time I'm doing this look. I wanted to make sure my trials and tribulations would lead to tips and tricks for you guys to be able to use all of your cream products a lot more effectively, efficiently, and to make them just a lot more versatile for you. Next up, I'm going to grab an angled brush and I'm just going to bronze along my nose. Now, I love this color Chocolate because I feel like I could use this day to day. It's very, very natural, and it almost looks like that's just the natural shadows casting on my face. Meanwhile, it's a full out bronzer upon my face. Next up, we're going to grab Toffee Tease and we're just going to say a little prayer because this is not a joke. So I'm going to use the same method, but I'm going to keep this towards the perimeter of my face just to give me that 3D look, just because I want to make sure that it's not too dark. This is a true contour, and what I like about this Fenty Cream bronzers and blushes, they're so buildable, and they build so well. They don't feel cakey, it's lightweight, it's water and sweat resistant. It's phenomenal. And I'm grabbing my angled brush and I'm just buffing that out once more. Now, my number one tip, you're going to use a cream blush on your lids. You got to make sure it is primed. So I'm grabbing my Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer, but you guys can use whatever is best for you. And you're just gonna prime your lids before we start packing on this cream blush. I'm grabbing my Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Blush in the color Summertime Wine, and this is the star of the show. I'm going in with my ring finger and I'm just gonna pop that on my lid. You could also use a brush. I just find that I love the payoff 10 times more when I use my fingers, especially with cream products. Once again, I'm going to build until I'm comfortable. What kills me though is I still have like lash glue on my lashes right now from the first time I did this look, but it's all good. We move. Next up, I'm going to just pat it down one more time, and then I'm going to grab a translucent powder and set my shadow. This is rule number 2. If you're going to use cream, you're going to have to set it. You're going to have to set it afterwards. This is going to help it from creasing. Even with an eyeshadow primer, it will crease. It's cream. Your lids produce all these oils. You need to make sure you set it. You could use eyeshadow, but because I did want you guys to see the color payoff of this blush, I just used a translucent powder. I'm going to do the same thing on my lower lash line. I personally do not apply eyeshadow primer to my lower lash line, so in this method I'm popping the blush straight onto my lash line, and then I'm going to go forth and put my loose setting powder in translucent there as well. Next up, I grab my Fenty Fly Liner in the color Cause I'm Black, and I'm going to create a winged liner, and then I'm just going to add a little pizzazz by putting a little dot at the end of the line, and then pop some lashes on. Now I'm grabbing my beauty blender and I'm just going to buff out my face. We did leave the cream bronzer and the concealer on for quite a while, so it does move around here and there a bit, and I just wanted to blend that in. And then I'm grabbing my previous blush without any excess and just buffing out my contour. Now, whoo, look at that, we get to the party. I'm grabbing that same blush, popping it on my cheeks. I'm still stippling in a circular motion. When I speed it up, it looks like I'm doing circles, but it's still that tap, 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 and build to what I feel comfortable in. Next up, I grab my Fenty matchstick in the color Cinnamon and place it in the areas that I want to highlight. And I'm just going to use my ring finger, which has put in a lot of work today, and just buffing that out. When I use cream, I find my finger just helps everything melt together and blend more seamlessly. Now I'm going back in with the blushes to make sure I'm liking the way everything looks. Here we go, buffing it again one more time. And then adding just a touch of blush on my nose, doing some finishing touches. I'm going to take that same blush and put it on the inner portion of my lips. Now that I'm happy with my face, the way my face looks, I'm going to go and pop some setting spray. This is the Dewy Finish by NYX, and I'm just placing this just so I could have even more of a glow, buffing that out one more time. I'm going to go now with my loose setting powder. So this is the translucent, and I'm putting such a light amount because now this is just to take away any excess of oils. Now I'm just placing that on the same places that I previously used my concealer. And I know it's looking ashy, but personally for me, I have oily skin. I know if I'm looking ashy right now, in 10 seconds, once my skin goes back to its full glory, it won't look the same. Next up, I'm just taking a huge powder brush, going in with a translucent medium deep, and now I'm setting my whole entire face, including my bronzers. And then just with my previous brush without any excess product. I'm just touching up the places where I previously put my bronzer, grabbing my Fenty Glow, and this one is in the color Hot Chocolate. I use this blush as eyeshadow blush and also as a lipstick slash lip tint, and this is the final look. That was a lot of tips and tricks. Hopefully I've helped you guys figure out how to make these products a little bit more versatile, depending where you are, America or Canada, for you. If you like what you see and you'd like to see more, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It's gonna be up here somewhere. Anyways, lots of love and peace.